I would get up and redeem myself. Selfish son of a bitch! You just got your asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds.
Welcome to the podcast. This is Wild Fang with his co-host, Darkwave.
Hi-oh.
And the other co-host. I don't know her name. I forgot who she was. Because she sucks.
It's literally the name you gave me, which is a letter and a number.
Oh my god. I didn't give it to you. You asked for
Which
it.
I would love to change that.
Nope! That's not how the rules go. The rules is the name, I tell you. I'm so close to the mic, you can taste it.
And smell it.
It's a little bit sensual over there, man. This is a demonetized.
This is an NDR. It's an NPR channel now. That's how close I am to the mic. Welcome to the podcast, NPR edition. It's like, now, welcome to the podcast, of course, because it's Darkwave and E4 here, along with Wild Fang. Because, Wild Fang is the biggest bill in the in our podcast because, he's the best. It's like, nah. Of course, we have a lot of topics. Of course, tomorrow, everyone here knows is Roman Chamber.
That's actually funny.
Yes, it was actually. I never called it that. Oh man.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Oh my god.
Christ.
All right. We'll start off with the gaming topic. Darkwave, I believe you have the floor on the first topic.
Oh boy. It's my yard now. So, last year E3 we saw a bunch of games be announced. Most of them, if not all of them, were 2018 release windows. Now, and I'm not talking about these, slightly lower base games. I'm talking about the big names, the Days Gone, the Anthems of the Worlds, whatever. But my question for everybody, including my two co-hosts here,
Of course.
which games do we actually see this year? And what games will actually not make it to this year, like Anthem, already being pushed back to 2019?
What the fuck? Of course. Continue. I'm going to mute myself real quick.
Okay. Get some background.
How unprofessional.
Background music.
How unprofessional. And he didn't mute himself. Either way, E4, or anybody for that matter. Any games you think will be delayed? Spider-Man?
There is actually another game too that is on my radar. Surprisingly, I forgot to bring that up last time too. Actually,
But do you honestly think it will come out this year?
I feel like that for some reason that I don't know, like they'll announce a game and then you'll see like all the things and whatnot for it. It's just like, oh, and then it's just pushed back because just for other unnecessary reasons. Unlike certain other games like Kingdom Hearts. But I already told you we're gonna be applying for our AARP memberships by the time the Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. But for Spider-Man, I think yes. And quite honestly, I don't even have that many games on my list for this year anyway that I already wanted to get. Definitely not getting God of War. And was at one point, and then I'm like, No. Besides Vampire and Red Dead 2, which, that got pushed back. So, yeah. I have nothing on my list.
Well, let's talk about some of the games that will be coming out. You mentioned earlier God of War 4 will be coming out 2018, which I'm a little surprised it didn't get delayed. Now, we will talk about Red Dead Redemption. It did get delayed to, I believe, October 26th or somewhere around that range, but it will be out this year. It will be out this year, but you have all these games from E3. And it's nothing new for us gamers. We watch E3, we analyze it, we enjoy it, at least sometimes. And you get all these nice games, and they all say 2018, no release dates. And then you get to 2018, and then that's when the speculation begins on when these games will come out. I'll bring up Spider-Man. We've seen a lot of gameplay of Spider-Man towards the end of 2017, a little bit in 2018. No release date. For a superhero game, I don't know if that make it into 2019. I think it may come out maybe within September. A game I don't think will be out this year is a game from Sucker Punch, Ghost of Tsushima. I have no doubt that'll be pushed into 2019.
Oh no, I can't wait for the 2019. I also can't wait for Bloodstain, which I back, by the way, Shilling. I can't believe they delayed it. But that was one of those games like Bloodstain. I was like, oh, okay. I was also pissed that they delayed Yakuza 6. So I can.
Is that still coming out this year, or is it coming out next year?
It's coming out this year. Later, though.
Later. So here's another game that I wonder. I'm sure it will come out this year, but no release dates. Code Vein. All these gameplay pictures on Twitter, this and that, and yet I'm getting no release dates. E3, believe it or not, is not that far away. It really isn't.
Actually,
and
go ahead and finish. I'm sorry.
And usually, if games are coming out before E3, like God of War, stuff like that, we get release dates. Not to say Code Vein doesn't get a release date at some type of press conference, but I mean, you think it's possible that gets pushed into 2019, or will it actually come out in 2018?
Hopefully it does. They want to make money, right? Yeah, I mean, you want money, you should definitely come out, definitely in a timely manner. But at the same time, that's a double-edged sword, because we can get crap, and then everyone's going to be pissed.
I believe Bandcamp Namco's doing that, right? Code Vein? I think they're doing it.
Yeah, the people that made God Eater is actually making that game. That's the funny thing.
So I mean, and
a couple of people from Dark Souls are helping them. So it's like, so while From Software is doing their next iteration of their Souls series, they're helping out somebody else make another version to get fans tied it over. Smart.
Maybe, but all these Soul-esque games are kind of getting unfresh. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Neo.
Same typical. Neo to me got boring. I don't. It was too. My biggest problem with Neo wasn't the controls. It wasn't the story. It wasn't the lack of creative character until you beat the game and you can kind of customize them a little differently. My thing was it was just too. It's like I'm picking up all this shit and I'm like, what am I? Why do I have to keep pausing the fucking game every 10 minutes to see what weapon this is and see what it does To me, it took me out. If you're gonna give me a Souls game, make it a little bit more grounded. You have your weapons. You have your weapon sets, and you know instinctively what the weapon will be. If you're gonna go get me a Uchikatana, you know the Uchikatana is either good or garbage. Don't let me pick up 35 dozen double blades and thinking, okay, well this has crit, this one has more. I don't really have time for that in the Souls game. I don't really care. That's what got me out of Neo. Code Vein, from what I've seen, looks pretty decent. Oh, yeah. I'm hoping it comes out this year. There will be no dual wielding, which is already a knock for me, as I am a dual wielding person. But hopefully, there's weapons that will compensate. Because in Souls, I prioritize speed over power in any Soul game. Another game that we don't know when will come out. Days Gone. Seen a lot, at least a little bit. No release date.
To me, it's a zombie game. I don't care. I really don't.
Does it come out this year? That's the question.
I don't know. And at this point, bro, I really don't care. It's a zombie game. I stopped caring about zombie games after Last of Us. I genuinely stopped.
But you're gonna get Last of Us too, aren't you?
I'm probably not. I don't know.
Well, this does look like a poor man's Last of Us. I'll probably only get it because I support the actor. I like the actor that's playing it is good. So maybe I'm not sure. It'd probably be one of those games that I'll see on sale for like $40 and pick it up then. But now to the biggest question, and we can go into the next topic because I don't want to spend too much time on it. Too many games to think about. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3. E4's favorite topic. Does that make 2018?
No.
No.
Or does it make 2019?
Hey, I just have one thing to say about that. And I'm probably gonna spoil it for a lot of people. But from the trailer they showed off with Riku, it made it so fucking obvious of who Riku actually really is. That's my thing. That's my take on that. As soon as I saw it, and I saw him put the Keyblade in the ground, and I was like, yeah, it started making, like, shit started adding up, and I was like, oh, so technically, if, I'm wrong, but I'm pretty positive Riku is an alternate version timeline of Xehanort, which would make sense. Because, he's gathering all the alternate versions of himself to create, I believe Riku is one of the ones that couldn't be corrupt. I mean, what am I saying? That decided to change his ways because they both have the same fucking story. But it's whatever. I don't care anymore.
So, 2018, end of the year?
No. If it does,
2019.
I'ma smack a donkey. If it comes out anytime this year, I'm smacking a donkey, like legit.
I would give up swearing if it comes out this year.
I would be shocked. Actually, I wouldn't I can see it coming out this year. I can. I can see them doing like a 15 when they had their little press conference.
Trailers and hey, this world's out, and this world, and this world, and now this one. Okay, yeah, keep nothing a surprise. All right, cool, that's fine.
I have a question.
I could see it coming out.
I actually do have a legit question though, right? And this is a question that's been actually bugging the holy hell out of me, right? Do you guys think that games are announced way too early?
Yes. Yep. Yes, I do.
Okay. I'm just asking.
And I want to actually piggyback on that because I actually had a Oh, why am I echoing?
You're not echoing.
Oh, I'm echoing on my end.
Because you're not as epic as
yeah, But the thing that piggyback on that when you said that games are announced way too early and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys recall the time before when I talked about the remaster remake of games, and I said that they'll make a shit ton of money with if they redid Crash Tag Team Racing, Spyro, Jack and Daxter, and lo and behold, got news and stuff like that they are in the works for Crash Team Racing and also for Spyro. Unfortunately for the Spyro, we'll be getting the ugly Skylander Spyro. But whatever. Do you think that for games like that, do you think that it's best if they just, hey, look at that, here's Crash Team Racing is coming out 2019, versus them saying, hey, we're in the works for it, and then we have to sit here and wait around for it?
So I don't mind developers coming out and say we are looking into it, but we're working on it, because it leaves you with intrigue. Yeah. My biggest problem when they talk about games is when you go to E3, and Kojima is famous for this garbage.
Oh, God.
And you go to E3 and you give me this big giant presentation. You show me all this in-game cutscenes. No gameplay. And you expect me to care. And then the game doesn't come out until 2020 or 2019. Like, that's when I think it goes a little too far. If you're going to show me a game I need to see at least gameplay. I don't care if it doesn't come out necessarily that same year, because I feel like if you announce a game at E3, that's usually about 6 months to a year's over anyway. So I don't mind that. But A, show me some gameplay, or show me gameplay shortly thereafter. B, don't let it just be a cutscene in a title and says to be determined on release date, and then it doesn't come out for 2 years. And I'm sitting through 3 E3s of cutscenes and misused dialogue just to sit here, and that, to me, that's when it goes too far. I don't know why they do that. I've always wondered why they show me a game that doesn't come out, that's not even going to be nowhere near ready until 3 years later. You're showing me a cutscene. Who gives a shit? Who cares? A cutscene can be a lot of things. There's a lot of games that have beautiful cutscenes and be garbage. So,
yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 is, I love that game, but that shit, bro, the fucking amount of time when they first showed it off to when it finally came out was too goddamn long.
Well, look at his new game. What's the name of that new game?
Oh, you mean that game coming out in 2022? The fuck do I?
Basically, you're showing me a game, no gameplay. I'm saying Norman Reedus walking around nude with hands all over his body. Do I care?
No. And the funny thing is, I love Kojima, but sometimes he can be a little bit kind of ass when it comes to certain things.
I like Kojima too. But he's not the only one who does this. A lot of companies, for some reason, they want to give us a cutscene at E3.
Ubisoft.
They waste our time with a cutscene. Oh, it shows someone walking down. Now, granted, I understand that sometimes it could be an iconic character. I'm just going to use it for example. Maybe they do a cutscene with Nathan Drake walking down the street. Okay, that means Uncharted 4 is coming out. Okay, woo. But even then, I need, for something like that, maybe, because you know what to expect from Uncharted, at least gameplay-wise. But if you're making me a new IP, or you're making something that is not a sequel to anything, I need gameplay. I need something to get me excited. Like, I'll give Days Gone credit. When they first showed it, at least when I first seen it, I saw gameplay behind it. It wasn't just the dude who played the apprentice from Star Wars walking around with looking at zombies. No, I saw gameplay. I saw him actually shoot. I saw mechanics. I saw things. It said, okay.
But the problem with that is how much of that is real. The best presentation that I've seen was Uncharted 4 when it was like showing off and the dude failed the mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew he was playing the game. He legit failed the mission. Freaking.
We know a lot of times when they do that, they put like God mode and stuff on.
Yeah.
For certain games. So.
Yeah, but he legit failed, and it was like, okay, that makes sense. He's actually playing the game. Watch Dogs, no, that shit was fake. But yeah.
Yeah.
Like, cause if you can recall, what was the name of that game? Part 2?
Division?
No, not that. Not that piece of shit. Whatever, I forgot the name of it. Oh, Killzone 2. Remember that shit? There was just a big cutscene and shit. And then like going back and looking at some of the people that kept saying this is gameplay or this is this or this is that, right? I was wondering, and I was like, sometimes I think they should just not announce their game at E3 if it's coming out 2 years, 1 year. I think they should start announcing games if it's like 6 or 7 months out, because that's actually kind of agitating. Fucking Kingdom Hearts 3. Look how fucking long it's been. Final Fantasy 15. Jesus H. Christ. Like, come on, son. Metal Gear Solid 5 was a 3-year process of annoyance. And half the cutscenes weren't even in the goddamn game that they kept showing off. And half of them were just in small bits, which is highly disappointing. I took a week off.
And also, the new cutscene finally got released. Oops.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, new cutscene.
They didn't want that.
And then when the game come out, oh, that's only like 5 seconds in the game. Oh, no, that's not how it happens. That's a little bit out of context. Oh, no, Zero's not in the game. He's on some tapes. Like, the fuck is wrong with this shit? But yeah, like I said, man, I love games, but sometimes, dude, like Spider-Man is a huge example. They said 2019, and they announced it and shit. And I was like, bruh, I don't need this. But people like Bloodstained. You said what?
Look at Ghost of Tsushima, or however you pronounce it.
Oh yeah, no, that's
That
another
game-
problem too. And it's like, okay, when are you coming out? If you're not coming out, sometime later this year, I'm actually stopped caring. Like God of War.
I will say this.
Huh?
At least with that one, they announced it at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And at least hopefully at E3 we get gameplay. And then hopefully it comes out early 2019. That's my hope for that, but still a little too early. But
we'll find out. But when it comes to certain games, like I said, like that and Spider-Man and all that crap, man, I just hope one day they'll learn to stop, because it's actually slightly agitating when I see a game and I'm not gonna see it for another 50 years. Like shit, man. I can't do it again. I can't do another Kingdom Hearts 3 or Final Fantasy 15. I'm gonna legit stop giving a fuck about your product. Like legit. Like fucking.
You see a game.
You said what?
No, I say you see a game and then you're sitting here hoping, I hope the world doesn't blow up before this game come out.
Yeah.
Like
Kingdom Hearts.
No
Kingdom
shit.
Hearts.
I do actually be thinking that. I'm like, I think the world's probably just gonna blow up before this game comes out.
But yeah,
like, I want to live while this game is out. I'm alive now. Can we get this out of the way?
Yeah. But moving on, man. There's a topic I really to talk about that we forgot to talk about numerous times. The worst game of 2017. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know, man. 17 was probably one of the best years of gaming, honestly, especially the beginning of the year. Worst game of 2017. That's actually kind of hard because there were so many hits last year.
Near Automata.
Oh, Nier was great.
Nier was a fucking pleasant experience.
I mean, the beginning, like, unlike this year, the beginning of 2017 was just all cylinders. It was just back to back from like January to like March. It was just straight out hits. You know what? A lot of people can probably disagree. I can only go by the games I've played. I think the worst game I played last year will probably have to be Call of Duty World War II. That game was god awful. I don't know what happened. Yeah. The zombie mode to me felt garbage. The hit detections on that game were absolute trash.
Speaking of Call of Duty, I believe me and E4 are gonna actually start playing that again. Black Ops.
You enjoy that?
Finally.
Black Ops. Not World War II. World War II, I have sold it already because
World War II. The hit. I can't do. I can do bad spawns. I can do camping. I can do noob tubes. I can do all that. But when the hit detections on guns are absolutely flawed, are garbage, and you hit on someone and it doesn't register, and then they shoot you with, they just randomly shoot you because of lag compensation, and it's just like, oh, nope, fail. I can't do that. The way I play shooters, I'm a little too precise. I try to go for the neck on top. If the hit detections are bad, my whole game plan is pretty much flawed. So if I had to say my worst game, probably Call of Duty. Now, politically, the worst game probably Battlefront 2. But that's political.
Yeah.
But my worst game, I played Battlefront 2, and from when I played on the beta, I didn't mind it. But from political reasons, Battlefront 2 probably the worst game in 2017. So I got
E4, what is your opinion on that?
Actually, my list and stuff like that for 2017 is actually fairly slim. So sad to say that I actually don't have a game that most of the games that I got.
Get the fuck out of the CD case.
Was Okay. Was games that I pretty much just bought and knew that it was. Stop fussing at him. I actually do not have a bad game that I played actually for last year.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Guess you suck. Anywho, my worst game of 2017 will forever remain that garbage dumpster fire that was dropped on on his head as a subroutine for the last 5 years, because it started in 2015. The AI was dropped on his head as a subroutine. No one tested the game, and it has the best phrase of 2017, which is, and I quote, "My face is tired," and that would be Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yes, leopard print skin.
Oh yeah. Mr. Darkwave. I don't know if you know, but or if you've seen it on YouTube where I was recording. My hairstyle went from the regular black man hairstyle to leopard print, like Enzo Amore. And
hey man, you got the sauce.
Got the raw sauce. Anywho, but yeah, like it kept doing it, and it was highly agitating as I was walking around. And
it was hilarious.
I also fell through the floor like 8 times. My hair kept changing. The AI fucked up, and I recorded that and made a video that had the gem and the holograms theme to it. This shit was hilarious. Anywho, yeah, I'd have to say it's Mass Effect Andromeda. But because that game, I don't know who made that. Oh, it was a bunch of SJWs, and they don't know how to write. But that's just them. But the reason why I asked, because I want to segue into the next subject, which is current year so far. And before I ask you, Dark Web, I'm going to ask you, E4, what is the worst game of 2018 so far?
You said what is the worst what?
Game of 2018 so far for you?
Go to Dark Wave first.
Oh no. Okay, you don't got anything? Just say you don't got anything. Okay, Dark Wave.
Mm-hmm.
You have the floor. Go.
Worst game I've played so far in 2018. It's actually not. It's actually an easy one, honestly. Worst game I've played so far, and it's sad for me to say it, would probably be Dynasty Warriors 9.
Oh my god! What a surprise!
Of 2018, anyway. I'm trying to make sure. Yeah. Because Xenoblade was great.
Yeah. Wait.
Hell, even Sonic Forces is better.
Xenoblade is 17, son, and Sonic Forces is 17.
Well, I didn't play them till 18, so.
Oh. But.
Yeah, and I mean, hell, Sonic Forces is better than Dynasty Warriors 9. But out of the games that released this year, definitely, so far, Dynasty Warriors is probably my worst.
Yeah, especially when you get lines like, and I'm gonna repeat exactly how he says it: "Fear the tiger of Shantung." I'm like, the fuck is this? How did it get past the fucking? Can we get another take? That's how he fucking says it. He goes, "Fear the tiger."
We gotta do it for woo. Now we gotta do it for ooh.
For woo.
And you know what's funny?
It's woo, guys.
I'll say this. I'll say this about Dynasty Warriors 9. If we didn't have Dynasty Warriors 8, and this came after 7, I probably wouldn't hate it as much as I do. And it's sad because when it works, and I haven't had as many glitches, I've had some. Like when a boat will keep going and then the people will just slide off the boat and hang over the water. But when in its core, when you're just playing and you're actually pushing the buttons using the characters you actually give a crap about.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I haven't enjoyed it for a Dynasty Warriors game, but with that being said, I cannot forgive or nor will I give them any leadway or pass for what they gave me. If this game was Dynasty Warriors 8, if this was Dynasty Warriors 8, and this came after Dynasty Warriors 7, it would have probably been maybe one of my favorites. Maybe
until the actual 8 came out, and you were like, oh yeah, the old 8 shit. This is vicious.
You gave me Dynasty Warriors 8, which, in my opinion, minus from Dynasty Warriors 4, probably the best boots to ground Dynasty Warriors game. Period. All of them. Extreme Legends, and I had all 3.
Oh yeah.
Extreme Legends 8 or 8 Extreme Legends and Empires.
Oh yeah, I have all 3 8s as well. My only problem with 8, I mean with 4 though, is the story. Sun Jian is still alive by the Battle of Cherby, and I was like, what?
Yeah, some things in 4, but 4 gave us created characters.
Oh yeah.
4 implemented a little bit of things, and to be honest, the Dynasty Warriors story didn't really get good until Dynasty Warriors 7. So
oh no, 7 literally blew that story out of the water. Hell, I was so hyped with the story that when it finally got to the Jin story, I'm sitting there like, dog, this is amazing. Second,
I'm sitting there like, who?
Yeah, when it got to the Jin story, I was like, you finally get to play with Suma Zhao's family. I was like, oh. And then when I finally got to play with all of them, I was like, oh yeah, hands down, this is the best Dynasty Warriors. Except for Suma Zhao, Sun Jian, Cao Cao, and Sun Si have the same fucking weapon, and they use it the exact same way. And then Extreme Legends came, and they gave Xiao Dun back the weapon he had in 4, which made no sense of why they gave him the regular fucking. It's fucking stupid.
I don't know, man. But Dynasty Warriors 9 suffers from giving me something and taking it away. And that, and we'll do our review later on the channel.
Yep.
But that reflects a lot of why I say it is the second worst Dynasty Warriors game. I can deal with the glitches because the glitches hasn't really been game breaking for me. I've seen a few. It's just more like, oh god, more like a hilarious thing. Like, why is this even a thing?
Oh, did you see my video when I had the people run off the mountain and was running on thin air?
Yeah. Like I said, the people was on the boat, and the boat kept going, and they just slid right off as if it was like butter, and they just sat there in the middle of the ocean. That's more comical, but what you gave me with 8 was a masterpiece. A Dynasty Warrior standards masterpiece. And then you give me 9. You downgraded. For what? Because you're going open world?
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare
Oh no!
this company?
My favorite part of why Dynasty Warriors is also my worst game so far. My favorite part though on that game was when those motherfuckers said, and I quote this to you, we wanted to make it more realistic. A game where one person is fighting thousands. A game where a person with a fan is shooting lasers from his fan. Thank God Suma, what's his name, still shoots the fucking lasers. I would have been so pissed if he stopped shooting the lasers. And I'm so glad Suma Zhao still shoots the gun. Because I would have flipped. I would have flipped, son.
I don't understand why this company did what they did.
And why they gave Chen Chiguwa, instead of her gauntlets with the little strings and all that shit, they gave her a fucking whip. And I was like, oh my god, we have.
Why they do any of the decisions that they did?
I don't know.
I don't believe this company would think the people in their office will even think this is acceptable.
Oh yeah.
How can you look at Dynasty Warriors 8 everything you did well there, and have the nerve, the audacity to even let this idea go through that main office for Dynasty Warriors 9.
For real.
Did you not see the reaction to Dynasty Warriors 6?
Oh, it got Zhang He is what? Oh,
did you not see the problems with Dynasty Warriors 7?
Oh my god.
When places like IGN and GameSpot are giving a Dynasty Warriors games 8s and 7.5s because that's high for a Dynasty Warriors game. Those are ideas you should be capped. Dynasty Warriors 8 is probably the highest rated Dynasty Warriors game, period, probably. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah.
Who in their minds said, oh, let's take away all the weapons and give these people downgrade weapons. Let's take away signature weapons. Sun Tzu has had tonfas since the dawn of time.
Since he started off with 1, if I can recall, in 3, and then they gave him 2.
He's always had to.
Oh,
always.
Really? I thought he had 1
yes.
in the first. Oh, well, whatever.
No, he's always had to. His fighting style from 3 on up changed because they made the tonfa was more like a heavy weapon type thing.
Which was vicious.
In 3 it was more speed. And then like in 7 and 8 they made it more like heavy base, which I wasn't a fan of, but that's neither here or there. That's just personal preference.
I like the shockwaves that they did. They allow you to do the shockwaves, right?
Yeah, that's because they made it to like a power type weapon.
Which makes sense.
I mean, yes and no. Yes.
I mean, if Ling Tong had the nunchucks and then he was doing that, then yeah, I'd have a major problem. But he's using big stone tonfas.
Yeah, I mean, the size of the tonfas, of course, you can have small tonfas, but considering the size of his, I didn't mind. I just preferred the speedy kind of style.
Yeah.
Because he used to do more kicks and martial arts with his instead of. He still did it a little bit.
Yeah,
but it was.
He's the only person with an infinite in the game.
It was in the 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you take that for wherever the fuck this weapon is. What the fuck was that? Garbage.
Oh,
absolutely
you mean
garbage.
That giant metal thing that he uses?
I don't know what it is, man. It's garbage.
For some reason, do a backflip in midair. Oh my god!
I just don't get it.
Yo. But
we'll discuss it more in our review. But I
also had another issue real quick to capitalize before we move on. Yeah, that game, the story is that's the worst story in all of Dynasty Warriors. 7 and 8, hell, even 4 had a more accurate story to some shit to the degree. This shit is so bad, and I'm like. It's like you forget to own events from your own franchise. How do you forget certain things? Like, prime example, after Sun Jian gets the goddamn Imperial Seal, he gets shot at with an arrow and dies. I mean, why?
He got shot with arrows in 9.
Yeah, but way later than when he was supposed to. Why the fuck do I have to switch to Sun C to get that shit situation to happen? Why can't I just complete the damn story? Like, remember how in 7 and 8, how they forced you to use somebody that was relevant to the plot and the part of the story, and in freaking 8, you have to choose between a couple of people every mission, and I was like, I just rather go through that. I'm sick of it.
The reason why is because they gave everyone like their own ending, basically.
I've seen two of them, and it doesn't really do anything. Somebody narrates or something, and it's over.
Yeah, I haven't really. I've only seen one ending. Minus Sun Jian. I've only seen one real ending, and that was Sun Tzu when he had his dinner, and I was forced to use Tai Shi.
Like, dude, like the endings are literally a cutscene or somebody narrating over the part of where they are in the story.
If they would have done it like I thought they was, where you pick your character and you do their part of the story, or kind of like their arc or whatever of the story, and then it gives you an ending, I probably would have been fine with that. I do prefer where you just kind of go through the story and you use whomever is available that way. instead of kind of the. I mean, it's kind of like that, but I mean,
to me,
it's just kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So
to me,
it doesn't feel coherent.
Yeah, it felt more coherent. To me, Dynasty Warriors 7 still, and to this day, has the best story in all of them.
Oh,
because
by far.
Remember how it would just be a cutscene and it seamlessly just go behind a character and you're using that character. That shit was vicious. But
yeah, that's how it needs to be. That was the best story of Dynasty Warriors. It's funny. Dynasty Warriors 8 probably had the best combat and gameplay. Dynasty Warriors 7 to this day still has the best story of probably any Warriors game, honestly.
Yeah.
To me, anyway, because it cut scenes. It felt organic. Everything felt like you. It felt like you were watching a movie. You play with someone, they died. Hey, then you move on. It felt in order. Now, I don't remember if you had to choose a side in Dynasty Warriors 7. I think you did.
Yeah, you chose
between Wu and all them.
Yeah, then you got Jin or Other if you wanted to. But who the fuck plays Other?
Hey, man, Lubu's daughter.
Lubu's daughter is tight, but, she's
not. Well, she was tight.
Yeah. I'm never going to play Other in Dynasty Warriors 9, considering who the fuck is on the other side. And I'm like,
I will.
I don't care.
I'm only using her, but I will. Yeah. I'll use her. That's about it.
All right. But moving on from the hot garbage that is Dynasty Warriors 9, let's get on with this WWE. First, I would like to start off by saying, fucking Raw. What the fuck was that with Seth Rollins? What are your opinions on Seth Rollins beating two of the worst people I've ever seen in my goddamn... I mean, John Cena and Roman Reigns.
Seth is the man. It is Monday Night Rollins. And hopefully plans aren't true of what they may happen and turning him heel against Roman, because that's not going to work. It would never work because Roman's a bad babyface. But it was a great performance. Rollins really needed that, in my opinion. He needed something because Rollins kind of been up and down this year. From starting with the Bray Wyatts to, the terrible Shield reunion.
You mean that piece of shit that they were just doing for I think we've lost you, buddy. We've lost you.
Hello?
We lost you for a second.
I mean, we were just talking about Dynasty Warriors. You don't play those anyway, so.
No. We lost you because you cut off.
Oh, y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But yeah.
Anyway, what's the last thing you heard me say?
You talk about Seth Rollins on that horrible Shield reunion.
Yeah, basically, he needed that performance to kind of put himself back into main event. He's been kind of floundering and treading water this entire year. I enjoyed it. I legitimately marked out. So.
I don't think the people know what that really means. If you could elaborate what marking. So no, I'm joking. Don't worry about it.
Watching.
I like how you have.
E4, what were your opinions on? I don't know if you've seen it. Seth Rollins kind of doing what he did for 2 rounds straight.
I kind of go in and out with Raw because I really don't pay attention to much of Raw. I think when certain people get on my screen, I just tend to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go, I don't know, vacuum and go run a marathon, go solve world hunger. Look at that, they're still on my screen. So I will be perfectly honest, I did not catch this Monday Night Raw and stuff. I watched little tidbits and stuff like that because I'm subscribed to them on the on Facebook. So I see some of their videos and whatnot, and I'm like, yeah, it's a good thing I missed it.
Well, the Gauntlet match was actually good. It was decent. At least with Rollins, it was decent.
I was about to say, let's be honest.
After that, it kind of
got boring. When Finn Balor versus Elias was, they can't go in the ring together. They don't mix. They don't gel well. And then after that, The Miz came and I was like bored. And then Braun Strowman came and I was like, okay, we all know who the fuck is gonna win this now. is goddamn the most over guy in a goddamn roster. Seriously. Like, come
Very
on.
bored with The Miz.
Like, The Miz he has become a little stale. Him and Jinder Mahal are
I
now
said
officially
this.
in the same fucking category. Because the shit is actually agitating the shit out of me now. Because they both do these
Jinder Mahal.
And why the fuck is Jinder Mahal keep talking? Like, what is going... You know, no. Let's not talk about SmackDown yet. Okay? We're on Raw. Okay? We're on Raw right now. To be honest, dude, after that gauntlet match, fucking SmackDown, the rest of Raw was kind of ass. Like, that huh?
No, go ahead.
That match, that women's match, literally had me wanting to smack whoever was in creative with a giant fucking dildo bat, because I don't know if they realize this, but the fucking Absolution, I believe they're called, because I stopped caring, or are they the Riot Squad? I don't care. Apparently the 3-man evil team of women was teaming with Alexa Bliss, and even Alexa on Facebook, and it was like, why are you having me team with them? Is it because we're all heels? And I'm like, yo, I think she's right. That makes no sense. And then, and I don't know who keeps scripting her to say something about, you know, the Elimination Chamber being sexist because Brock Lesnar's out there, and I'm getting fucking sick. I laugh because of how dumb it is, but seriously though, who keeps scripting her to kind of talk about that shit? Because she sounds like an idiot, like legit.
I'll tell you what's cringe.
Oh, really?
And creative. No, well, yeah, but I'll tell you what was cringe. I liked it, but I don't understand why they did it. WWE creative loves promos, correct? They love their promos.
I don't know.
So why do you have Asuka go out there and try to recite a scripted promo?
That wasn't even the best part about that.
Now, it's no secret. Asuka's first language isn't English. We know this. I'm sure she probably can speak English relatively well when she's not freaking sitting there trying to read from a script.
Who's ready for Oscar?
Why would you have her go out there and cut a 10-minute promo of her basically reciting a script when English is not her first language?
Because creative.
It was terrible.
I think Zack Snyder's in creative of WWE, because
I love Asuka.
I love her too, but
I love her to death. But you can tell she was struggling with that promo.
And
why have her go out there and cut 10-minute promos? No. She would have been effective as her say a bunch of stuff in Japanese and then just look at the screen and say Nia's not ready for Asuka just like no one else is, and be done.
Oh yeah. Or just not have her cut a promo.
That too.
You know what the best part about that shit was? She had a nip slip.
Yes, she did.
And
when she was on the mat.
Yep. Nip slip. I was like, ooh, nip slip. An Oscar nipple.
Yeah. You couldn't see the full thing, but you saw the brown top of her nipple. So, congratulations to
you. Actually saw the areola poking out, son. You saw it.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I have to look it up.
She had like the top half. You couldn't see like the whole full circle, but you saw the nipple.
It was like yeah.
Well, you can send me a video, sir. I'm sure you have it saved in your archives. But
no.
I mean, she's already done like sexy lingerie stuff in Japan, so
which you can't get for some reason.
I mean, they're all over the internet. Hell, the entire video's on YouTube. It's like 43 minutes.
Anywho,
her like softcore, non-nude thing. It's all on YouTube. Well, at least it was.
I don't want to see any of that. Anywho, but yeah, and then Nia Jax, we'll get to her later. What else happened on the show? What the fuck else
That
happened?
was the show.
Oh my god.
That was the show.
Oh,
Gauntlet. Oh, Apollo. No longer Apollo Crews. Apollo.
Oh yeah, Apollo.
You know, Titus. Worldwide.
You mean catering?
Catering.
Titus catering.
Well, that too. Titus catering.
I mean, worldwide. That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck are they worldwide?
Then,
what the fuck?
Dan Brooke got the recipes for pie.
Dog, look, if they win another match against the fucking tag team champions and then they lose with the cups of the belt, I'm going to fucking start slapping somebody in the face.
I mean,
I'm literally about to go to Stamford,
of course they're
Connecticut
gonna
and
lose.
beat the shit out of whoever keeps scripting them to win against the tag team champions. It's literally stupid. Like, what the fuck, yo?
I think your boy JD already did that, boy.
Bruh.
Your man was on Twitter and he drove past the WWE headquarters like, "Hey Vince, the hell's going on, man?" So he might already beat you to it, man.
Whatever. And then now we move on to I believe the worst show of the 4 shows that we've seen. That would definitely be SmackDown. I'm gonna start off by saying, right now, SmackDown, if it wasn't for AJ goddamn Styles, would probably be like 2016 Raw. In fact, I believe it's 2016 Raw, because you remember Raw 2016 almost had 0 good episodes. It had 1 or 2 every blue moon, but the rest of them were 95% ass. Like every time Raw gets a Christmas episode, we get that stupid or October episode, Trick or Street Fight or whatever. And I'm like, dog, every time you do this, you lose ratings. You should probably stop. But or the Yuletide Street Fight or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. SmackDown, dude. SmackDown was shit, except the Usos. But you know, they're the Usos. So, what were you guys' opinions on that abomination of the Yeah, what were you guys' opinions on that abomination of a SmackDown?
Hey, you give SmackDown way too much credit. I don't give a shit if AJ Styles is on that thing or not. Garbage.
Oh no! I said if it wasn't for AJ Styles, I'd stop watching it. Period. Like I wouldn't even.
I mean, it's on my television. That doesn't necessarily mean I pay attention. But once again, SmackDown Live turning its wheels. I don't know what's going. I honestly don't even know what's going on. I honestly don't even care. People are miscast. People are misused. You know, why am I watching? Is Dolph Ziggler a babyface? Is he a heel?
Yeah, why did he leave for 7 months and then come back and he's automatically in title contention?
They're not bringing that up.
And
They're
he's
not bringing it up.
No, it's not even that. It's the fact that the motherfucker is not even on the countdown, but he is in the title match. And I swear to fucking
they
God.
don't even bring that up. And they make that into a storyline. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, and I swear to God, if they use this, why did the fuck is Jinder Mahal and Bobby Roode in a beef over this stupid fucking countdown? Seriously.
Why is Randy Orton even involved?
Why is Jinder Mahal on my screen?
Why the fuck?
That too.
Oh my God.
Because he got nothing else to do for Randy. Also, all he's there for now is
send
to
him
try to
home.
get people. He's there to try to get people over. Apparently, I guess. I don't know.
It's
I don't
not even
know.
that.
He can go home
If I
and
see-
eat cereal or whatever he was doing through his wife's boobs again. Go home. Yes, he did that.
Yeah, he did that. Anywho, if I see goddamn... Look, man, I heard a podcast with Jinder Mahal. You know, I heard the one where he was talking about, you know, of course, he was depressed when he was in 3MB. And then I saw the one where he was talking about how he's improving lately. And I genuinely wanted to... I swear to God, if that podcast was live, I would have said,
Steroids will improve you.
I would have said, Jinder, you're not good. You're not good in the ring. The last time you did the Colossus, which is the last 2 weeks, they were ass. You did them wrong, and the person fell wrong. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You can't even do your own finisher right half the time. You're in the ring. You're like a boring. You're like somebody's wrestling a mop, except AJ Styles, because you know he's AJ Styles. But you know that's that. But like half the time, it's almost like watching the Great Khali trying to wrestle fuck the other great Khali. Like, if he cloned himself and had a wrestling match with himself, that's how that match looked every time he's in the ring. And it's not a person that he should be in the ring with. Like honestly, I love Shinsuke Nakamura to death, but those weren't good matches. None of them were good.
They was not. It's like sometimes when you get in a match with, I don't know, John Cena.
Oh my God. If I ever saw a Jinder versus John Cena match, kill me now. I will personally. Everybody,
I think all the audience would just go and just get up and leave.
Dog.
We're like, and we're done here.
And speaking of that, we're gonna talk about the pay-per-view thing after we're done here, because that shit is hilarious.
Huh? I ain't gonna even sit here and lie. When it comes to SmackDown Live, I just don't care. That is probably. Remember when SmackDown Live was taped? And how cringe it was, because you didn't even have to watch it, and you can just look at the results and tell it was a bad show.
Yeah.
That's how I feel right now, except it's live, and I have to watch it to see it.
And these motherfuckers kept muting audiences, making it seem like Roman Reigns is getting cheers, and editing signs live. Like, come on, guys. No, that's not how that works.
Pretty much.
And they kept trying to get Roman over. Too bad it still failed. But
he is the worst babyface.
Like, bruh, I'd rather root for somebody that I can I'd rather root for somebody that's good in the ring.
Here's the problem with Roman. Like, they want to turn people heel on Roman, but it's like, you do know, ultimately, whoever's the heel against Roman is technically the babyface.
Exactly.
Braun Strowman.
Braun
pretty much.
Strowman.
And the plan was, before he got injured, that Dean would turn heel against Roman. And now they're saying, well, they might have to use Seth because there's no heels. I'm like, why would you turn Seth Rollins heel against Roman Reigns as if that's going to get Rollins heel heat?
It's not going to work.
If anything, all it's going to do is make Seth a bigger babyface than he already is.
Yeah,
because he's against Roman.
Yeah, you're gonna hear burn it down. Like, no, bro, it's not gonna work. And speaking of this SmackDown, dog. First of all, Daniel Bryan. The logic behind Daniel Bryan and Shane is starting to get super fucking agitating, especially the fact that they're not using Sami Zayn and fucking what's his name right. Look. First of all, the fact that Daniel Bryan keeps making the dumbest fucking decisions for matches I've ever seen. Motherfucker said fucking Jinder Mahal deserved the U.S. title match. And I was looking at the screen like, that doesn't make sense, Daniel. He's like, and Shane's like Randy Orton because he's on the fucking list. I was like, that makes more sense. And now also,
you can just do a triple threat and call it a fucking day.
No.
Wait, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
None of that, son. None of that.
But it's gonna happen.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I'd rather fucking drink battery acid, son.
I mean, it's gonna happen.
Like, holy balls, man. No.
I mean, is Bobby Roode or Randy Orton going to turn heel in their match?
Technically, Bobby Roode should be a heel. Because he's a better
both
heel.
of them should be heel.
Yes, because they're both boring baby
faces.
Dude,
Randy is just spinning his wheels, and Bobby Roode is cringe as babyface. He's just as bad as Charlotte as babyface.
I was about to say Charlotte.
I fucking got you. Mean the robot that is formerly known as Charlotte?
I am Charlotte Flair. I am women's champion. 2 down from Riot Squad. 1 more.
Oh my fucking god. If they don't end that stupid team shit, the Absa Riot Squad, that's all I call them all now. I don't care. Liv Morgan has gotten worse in that fucking ring. I swear to God. I am not joking. Liv Morgan and freaking, what's her name, Sarah Logan needs to go back. They need to go back. They need to stop.
Liv just has a nice ass. That's all I like
Liv
to look at.
Morgan is
Which
fucking
one?
awful now.
Mhm.
That last time she was in the ring was the country one. She was so goddamn.
No,
bad
I
in
was
the
saying
ring.
which one had the nice ass.
The country
Liv
one.
Morgan.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
Liv Morgan has a nice ass. Nice little ass on her.
And Sarah Logan is pretty, but I mean,
I mind she
What's the
hunts
name?
Kyle.
Ruby Riott. Oh God, I can't stand looking at Ruby Riott.
I like
Hey,
Ruby Riott. She's
Ruby
beautiful.
Riott is.
She's beautiful. Anywho,
Handsome,
Ruby
she's a
Riott is
handsome woman.
literally the best person on their fucking squad, and it's getting on my everlasting nerves.
Well, it is called the Riot Squad.
Yeah,
so
it's not called the
Ruby
Morgan
Riott.
squad or the or the fucking Sarah squad. Thank God, but they need to end that shit now. Like seriously,
The only
it's
people
like-
that should be together is the iconic duo. That's it.
bro. If it was Ruby Riott and Paige, it would have been great. But no, they paired 6 women together that make 0 sense and put them on 2 goddamn brains. And I'm like, okay, first of all, no. Okay, second of all, these teams are terrible. Like seriously, we did this how long ago and it failed miserably. Remember WWE when it failed the first fucking time? Oh no, wait, no. Logic and creative mixed like water and macaroni. That's
Ew.
I was hunting cows and she
Daniel Bryan.
Don't want-
he
I
don't
got
know what
it,
it's
dude.
like to hunt. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
hunting cows and having my paw hunting rabbits.
Like the fuck, get the fuck
She is-
off my screen, girl.
When she speaks, my TV goes mute.
Dog. Oh my god, yo.
As the Miz say, when my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. When her mouth opens up, my TV goes mute.
And then it was the match between Dolph Ziggler and Sami Zayn. The last 2 weeks was actually really good, but barring from that show is still ass, like 100% ass. Like I haven't enjoyed a SmackDown in a long fucking time, and I swear to God, if Fandango, Breezango doesn't wrestle, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Like
I
seriously.
forgot about the. Wait.
If they don't goddamn wrestle, it's serious. Seriously, they are a great tag team. Instead, we've gotten the Bludgeon Brothers beating up on nobodies and the fucking Benjables fighting the New Day over pancakes. Does anybody, trivia time, remember the last time a feud was fought over something fucking stupid? Does anybody remember Edge versus Booker T? Can anybody tell me what they fought over?
Can't remember now. It's been too long.
They fought over shampoo. I am not joking. They fought over shampoo. It is genuinely, they genuinely had a feud.
Oh yeah, weren't they sponsors? Like trying to sponsor something? Wasn't Booker T the heel?
And they fought over
trying to-
shampoo.
I actually remember that now because I believe Booker was heel
He was a
and Edge was the face, and it was like a sponsorship, and Edge beat Booker out of the sponsorship. And Booker got mad, so they
fought over shampoo, and the feud was poo. It was poo. They fought over shampoo, son. And I am not joking when I see this pancake shit with Chad get Benjables. I just call them Benjables, and they fighting over pancakes. It makes you want to go slap somebody. Real life with a thing of waffles, okay? All right?
Hey man, pancakes, man. Gotta have them pancakes.
Bruh, they are fighting over pancakes, and this shit was so bad that I genuinely wanted to cut my TV off right then and there as soon as I saw freaking Biggie get mad because they flipped the pancakes. I was like, fuck this show. But, you know, what the hell do people, marks like us know about good products? As long as, it's funny, and it's not. But, because I don't care about a feud over pancakes. That shit doesn't make any fucking sense. But, I mean, we don't know shit. Finn Balor's a vanilla midget. Freaking AJ Styles is also a vanilla midget. Granted, they put on the best match on a Raw pay-per-view. And the rest of the fucking night was complete ass. Fucking, what was it? TLC? What was that, TLC? fucking a handicap match. If I see another handicap match for a title, I'm going to kill somebody, son. Seriously.
Hey man. It was the right thing to do.
A handicap match for a title. Daniel Bryan really thought a handicap match for a title was a good thing. Are they seriously trying to think?
Daniel Bryan spinning his wheels, man, till September.
Fucking all right, I'm done. But let's move on a little. Let's move on to the second best thing that happened all week. Did anybody watch 205 Live and see Mustafa Ali and his greatness?
You mean, did I see Mustafa Ali get drop kicked and die? Sure.
Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. Yeah. So when Triple H took over 205 E4, he made it like NXT. Actually good. They are no longer restricted on what they can do, and they go like they're in the Cruiserweight Classic. One of the two fucking things that I found was great, which one of them being obviously the UK tournament, which obviously gave notice to one of the greatest, which is Pete Dunne. But that's neither here nor there. The Cruiserweight Classic and the NX and the men in the UK joint was really good. I didn't see the women's tournament because at that time I was working for Comcast and I did not give a fuck. I just really wanted to see who won it. And Kairi Sane, yeah,
the most adorable woman in WWE so far right now.
I still hate her finisher though. Like her finisher to me still blows me.
Watch your mouth, sir.
I don't care. Man, they should have finished it a
Bailey. Thank you.
Kyrie's elbow drop is beautiful. Watch your mouth.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Hello.
Yeah.
Wild Fang, we cannot hear you. I can't hear you.
Wild Fang, he was shocked that I said Kairi Sane's elbow was beautiful, so he had to
Can you hear
shoot
me?
himself in the throat.
Can you hear me? How about you kill yourself? Anyway.
No, still can't hear you.
Okay, how about now?
That's almost as bad as a show reunion. Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Welcome back.
Kill yourself if you really think that, by the way.
Welcome back.
Anywho.
That her elbow is beautiful?
Anywho, moving on.
That her elbow is beautiful or her elbow drop?
Drop. The elbow drop.
No, it's not that beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
Crazy.
All right, now let's moving on. All right. Fucking NXT for even the last 2 weeks of NXT. Granted, Darkwave, I know you knew what was happening. The match was still good. It wasn't as good as yeah, but that match was still fucking fantastic. I just have a question, and this is actually one of the things I was actually going to ask you guys. Why the fuck is NXT so fucking good?
Because it's simple.
Okay.
It sticks to what it is supposed to be. That they're wrestlers.
It's simple. Okay. Nothing is over product. Nothing's over saturated. Everything is spaced out wonderfully.
By the way, are you ready for Aleister Black versus what's his name from Sanity?
Killian Dane.
Is anybody else ready for Aleister Black versus Killian Dane? Because if I see that match, I'm probably gonna, lose it and probably, come in my pants during that match. Because Aleister Black is one of my favorite in NXT right now. Besides Johnny Gargano and Andrade.
I will probably make sure that I wait to do laundry then.
Yes, please wait to do laundry that day. Because I'm probably gonna go. Because I did it during Johnny Gargano versus Andrade during the Philadelphia. I came in my pants 4 times during that match. And then Aleister Black versus Adam. Yeah, and then Adam Cole versus Aleister Black. I almost shit my pants because of how good that match was, which made no sense. But yeah, I noticed NXT tends to kind of be consistent every week. It's kind of weird, don't you think? I mean, shouldn't somebody be fighting over pancakes or shampoo, or somebody stepped on another person's shoe and they be fighting, and then
yeah, man. Yeah, Aleister Black should be fighting Killian Dane over who has the biggest beard.
Yes, that makes more sense, right? You know, I have a bigger beard. I'm gonna hit you with a black mass in your beard to make your beard shorter. Or, you know, fucking Ricochet should come in and feud with a mop, and you know he should wrestle the mop on live television on NXT. Or you know, he could go get a script from Vince McMahon and call somebody Sparkle Crotch, because that was funny the first time. If anybody can remember who said that. Did anybody remember who said that to who?
Seth Rollins said to Jericho.
Yep. Found out that Vince laughed so hard in gorilla position that he fucking made him say it like 4 times. And I'm pretty positive if I was in gorilla position with Vince and he was laughing, I would have said, Vince, shut the fuck up. That's not funny. It's not funny.
It was, you know, witty the first time, but after that, it's like, all right, man.
Yeah, he called it Sparkle Crotch, and then after that, I was like, bruh, it's not. It wasn't even funny. It was alright. It got a chuckle, but it was not repeat 4 times funny. It's okay. We get it. He has sparkly pants and sparkly underwear, but technically the sparkle wasn't on his fucking crotch. So I have no idea why they made him say that. But, you know, that's not, you know, what do we know? We're just random marks on the internet talking about shit about wrestling, but, you know, whatever.
Pretty much. Yeah. You smart mark.
Yeah, I hate when people say that, and I go, show. I'd rather be a smart mark than a dumbass that likes Roman Reigns for zero reason. Roman Reigns is the best.
Roman Reigns.
John Cena is the best. No, he is not. He is nowhere near the best. He's not even
close.
Hey,
speaking of which, did you, not this weekend, but I think last weekend, did you watch JD's video last week? His off the script?
No, which one?
Part 2. When he put that dude in the very beginning.
No.
Yelling and screaming about John Cena.
What was he saying about John Cena?
Your man was saying, John Cena is the best. He is the greatest of all time. AJ Styles is nothing. Oh man, you want to talk about?
Oh,
go watch part 2 of last week's Off the Script. Holy shit!
Did that dude cuss out JD or something, or did he just?
No. It was just all about John Cena. It had nothing to do with JD, but JD played in the beginning of his video. And JD said, you know, I'm going to do a poll. Has this guy had any pussy in his life? Oh, when you watch it, holy shit.
Okay.
Like,
that is hilarious.
Watch that off podcast. You will probably, I was dying. First, I was like, "This man is ignorant as shit," but then as it just kept going on, I just couldn't help but laugh, man. I really couldn't help but laugh.
Okay,
shit was hilarious.
Okay, fucking stupid, bro. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather, you know, everybody be, you know, critical of the product than, you know, kind of, you know, as JD would put it, taking it up the butt from WWE.
Yeah, man. He says it best. I'm not gonna sit here and just take up the ass from WWE.
Bend over and let them give it to me.
Pretty much. I'm not gonna just bend over and let them do it. No.
Nah, bro. You know Vince is back there in gorilla position beating the shit out of his meat every time Roman come out.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking big dog one more time.
And then you hear Kevin Dunn going, Vince, why is the penis out? What are you doing?
Is it made of
You look ugly.
Kevin Dunn got the biggest teeth in the world, babe.
Vince McMahon, I see you over there a little bit busy. Can I go there and suck on the
Vince. Hey Vince, I like how about we make Roman Reigns win everything? I like it done. Make it happen. But first eat my penis. Okay, Vince. and then Vince busts in his mouth every time. Oh!
Right.
Gorilla possession.
Jesus.
Every time you hear Roman Reigns come on, oh yeah!
Oh, wet his hair some more. Wet his hair some more.
Play his entrance again.
Play it. Doo-doo.
Pretty much.
We do it for Roman. Done. Make Roman win all the titles in the company at the same time.
The women, yes.
But Vince, you can't make it win the women's champion. Who are you? I'm Bob from Creative. Why are you using logic right now? Who uses logic in Creative?
It's crazy.
All right, man. Tomorrow or later today, because it's what time it is. It is officially the goddamn Elimination Chamber, and I'm going to go through the list of who you did. I can't. Hold up.
Roman Reigns.
I mean, obviously, we know who's gonna win between. Fucking stupid.
It's my yard now.
It's my yard now. That was the greatest promo he's ever cut because it was concise and to the point, and everybody booed him. He should have just turned heel right there. But let's go over this fucking Elimination Chamber so we can go to bed. Anywho. On the pre-show, we got Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the Mr. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
That's a thing? Holy shit.
Why are they fighting? What the fuck is going on?
Hey man, they gotta avenge Finn Balor. Who
the fuck?
And guess what, guys? I will say this: it's not gonna be awesome. It's gonna be too sweet.
Ayo.
Is it?
All right, skipping that because we both know the club's gonna win. Obviously, Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. Why is that?
Hey man, JoJo's fat ass, man.
Yes, we all know JoJo got a fat ass, and I've seen her naked. So at this point, I don't care.
JoJo's fat ass, man.
Dog, why did every wrestler female get an iPhone and then when it gets break gets surprised? I've seen 7 different females naked at this point. Like, why are you doing that?
Unfortunately, I saw Charlotte and it was terrible.
Charlotte wasn't that bad.
No,
really, Charlotte was bad.
No, Charlotte,
yes, it really was. Yes, it was. To me, it was terrible.
Charlotte's okay. She has a passable body.
Ruby Riott looked better.
Ruby Riott was good. Of course, we got Paige. That's the most defined one.
Well, she's the only one that legit had sex in her stuff. Everyone else was just nude.
We had Caitlyn. Who else did we have? Of course, JoJo. And I'm like, dog.
JoJo.
All of you need to really stop.
No, they don't. They need to keep going.
Anywho, who do you think is gonna win the damn match between Matt Hardy and Bray? The eater of words, Wyatt.
It doesn't even matter at this point.
I will say 50-50 booking. Matt Hardy wins because Bray beat him at Raw 25. Why not?
Okay. All right. Oh my God, I didn't even notice this, but I'm gonna get to that last because I genuinely, really just talked about it earlier. Oscar versus Nia Jax. Singles match. If the Jax wins, she will be added to Oscar's championship match at WrestleMania 34, which Oscar technically didn't choose an opponent, so it doesn't make any fucking sense.
I don't think she chose an opponent.
No!
It's gonna be too sweet.
So who do you think is gonna win that match? Obviously not Nia Jax, but y'all can place y'all bets.
It's gonna be me.
Hey,
I'm also confused as to how Nia was getting when she was, trampling all over and rolling and all over Asuka and stuff like that. She was apparently getting cheered. She was getting cheered.
Because that promo was ass. It was ass.
Because she's ass or the promo was ass?
The promo was ass. They were saying legit thank you for ending that dumb shit. Darkwave just said it. They fucking had her out there speaking English in a scripted promo, which he can't do properly. Shinsuke Nakamura can speak better English than that. And that's
very much better.
Jesus Christ.
She can. Here's the thing. She can speak English relatively well, just not in a way where you can't give her all right, Oscar, read this script and expect her to go out there and read it and try to remember it fluently. Now, if it was like NXT where she would just come out there and just speak for 5 minutes or so in English, she can do that because she's saying the words she know how to say and it's going over well. But when you're having her read a fucking paragraph, it's not going to end too well.
Okay.
So
next, right? Because we all know who's going to win that match. We're going to talk about the sexist elimination chamber. Who do you guys think is going to win that?
Alexa.
Why not?
You know what? I'm going to be different. I'm going to say Bailey. Because really, she still matters. I'm going to say Bailey.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
I personally think it would be Sasha or Bailey because of their story. But the problem is they've been trying to do this. They've been having this Nia Alexa thing play out for all year. And
go away.
It just makes sense.
Go away, doggy.
And it kind of just makes sense for them to finally have their match at Mania.
Get out of here, doggy. Get out of here. Anyway.
That's what I'm going for.
All right.
That's what I'm going for, Alexa.
All right. Now
I love this for Sasha.
The match we all really genuinely want to see. That's not on the pre-show. Titus Worldwide versus The Bar for the Tag Team Championship. Who do you think is going to win that?
Dana Brooke.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yep, makes sense.
Dana Brooke. By the way, she got mad that she wasn't in the Elimination Chamber because, the men got, a 7 Elimination Chamber. And she was like, why aren't I in it? And even JD brought up a good point. Because you're not good. You're not good
at
all.
Man. All she does now if they wrestles is that she's on house shows. Barely.
Because she's shit. She's worse than fucking Eva Marie.
Is she worse than Lana?
You said what?
Hey man, I put her in match for fan service. She has boobs.
Oh, she's good looking, but I mean, I'd
Wrestling's
rather
not her thing.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Modeling. She should probably go back to bodybuilding.
Yeah, probably go back to building up her body and doing front flips and back flips. I'd be fine with that. Remember when she was paired up with Emma in NXT and she was actually good, but now she's ass because I don't know what the fuck she's been doing. But that's just me. Now, on the reverse side, I forgot what the fuck we were talking about. That's how bad she is. Jesus Christ.
I also asked if she was worse than Lana.
Oh no, Lana's better than her because Lana knows how to hit the ropes. Dana Brooke does not know how to hit the ropes. Therefore, she is ass. When you are so ass that you do not hit the ropes, and I'm going to look at the camera as I say this. If you can't hit the ropes, you are not good at wrestling. Because that's one of the first 2 things they teach you. How to take a bump and how to hit the fucking ropes. Now, half the time at the Women's Royal Rumble, half the women in the ring did not know how to hit the ropes. There's something wrong. That's why I said that shit was terrible, son. Like, legit. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, holy balls. Alright, but yeah. Let's go to the main event, obviously, because if that woman's elimination chamber, right, is the main event, I'm cutting the TV off immediately and going to sleep.
It is.
But no, there better not be. Now, oh yeah, Ronda Rousey's contract signing, but I was
no one cares.
No one gives a flying balls. Anywho, the Roman Chamber. I mean, the Elimination Chamber. Who do you think is gonna win that? I mean, who do you think is gonna Roman that? You think Elias is gonna Roman?
Yep, he's gonna come in there. Hello, I am Elias,
and I'm here to Roman the match. Of course, that makes sense. You know, because you know for a fact John Cena is not Roman in that match. You know, so I think I'm gonna have to place my bet on the Miz Roman in the match. And also, fun fact: why in the blue fucking hell is this the second Elimination Chamber in a row where the fucking Intercontinental Champion is in the Elimination Chamber match instead of being in his own goddamn match? Dean Ambrose last time was in the fucking match as Intercontinental Champion. And now fucking The Miz is in the match as Intercontinental Champion. Can somebody answer the question of how logical that... It just makes it so obvious that he's not going to win the fucking match. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Why?
Very angry there, sir.
No, because it's starting to piss me off. Dean Ambrose did it. I was like, okay, I like Dean Ambrose in the match, but can you defend your title, please? You know, in a good match against anybody? Or this year, I'm like, Miz, can you defend your title, please? Against, I don't know, anybody? Probably somebody you would have built up in a feud. Not in the fucking Elimination Chamber. Why the fuck is he in the match? He is literally pointless. Because we all know, and I'm joking here when I say him, but he's not going to win the match. Like, who the fuck sees The Miz winning this match? And if The Miz wins this match, I will fucking give $1 to a homeless person tomorrow. Just walk to a homeless person, give him $1. Like, seriously, I will give him $1. Like, Jesus Christ.
The Miz is gonna win now.
Like, The Miz wins. Here's $1, man that I don't know. Braun Strowman, though. I really want Braun Strowman to win, but you know, it's called the Roman Chamber.
Or Rollins after that performance,
bro. It's called the Roman Chamber. Okay, we got 2 John Cena's in the match. We got a vanilla midget. We got WWE. Then we got Burn It Down. And we got
Walk With.
Miss.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, you already said WWE. Never mind.
Walk With.
But let's be honest. And in the female one, we got the cringe, the old person, hairline receding, somebody who hasn't wrestled for her title in October, fucking the fake MMA girl, and the other Absolution. Huh?
Did everybody go on Sasha's hairline?
Because her hairline's receding, son. It's really bad. It's terrible. It's terrible. Now as we wrap this piece, god damn, really, the chamber looking shit. I
got now. Oh wait. But what if these steroid accusations come through?
Oh, Roman is fucked! Because he said he had evidence. Roman is fucked if he has evidence. Which could change our WrestleMania plans. Which I feel dual-sided about it. At one hand, kind of want it to happen. Other hand, I'm like, I don't want nobody to lose their job. But at the same time, if you fucked up, you fucked up.
Here's what people are saying as far as like Roman versus Brock and Roman, because Brock's going back to UFC, which thank God. People are saying yeah, we don't like Roman and stuff like that, but at least we'll see the goddamn belt every week. At least we'll see it, and say what you want about Roman or whatever like that. At least we see him. Week after week. Granted, we don't want to.
Yeah.
But he's not even paid, the highest paying person that's there. So,
yep.
Because to be honest with you, like one of the worst belts and stuff like that, fucking Universal.
Besides the Universal, it's the Women's Championship.
I say besides Universal, then it's the Women's, then it's the IC belt.
Actually, The Miz brought prestige. Yo, when I heard somebody say that in the comments, I genuinely wanted to punch him in the dick. I'm not joking. Miz brought prestige to the belt. When? When was this?
Okay, the belt has brought up a notch, but it's literally stayed the exact same. Actually, the belt has actually gone down, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as the women's. In fact, the women's title is quite possibly as bad as the universal title.
That's why I put it down there, and I would probably say, as far as like the worst titles, it's the Universal, then it's the Women's. I would probably say the Raw over the SmackDown Women's, but then Raw, SmackDown Women, and the Intercontinental Belt.
All right. That being said, guys, any final thoughts on any of the topics?
Hashtag Roman's the greatest. Hashtag walk with Elias. Hashtag burn it down.
Hashtag I miss you, Ty.
Hashtag
he's with Peyton Royce right now.
Yeah. Hashtag I'm pretty sure Elias should be dead because storyline wise he got hit with a fucking base.
I told you he died. You told me that. I said, "Oh, Giannis is government." Wild Fang, if he hits him with that, I said he's dead. And as soon as he hit him, I was like, and then Elias is dead.
Who wants to walk with Elias?
Hey, when you saw goddamn Braun Strowman playing that dumbass bass and was fucking singing, that shit was so hilarious. He's like, you go get these heads. I was like, yeah, okay. Someone stop him. He's having too much fun up there in this stage.
Hey, man, it was lovely. It was epic. It needed to happen.
And, Elias died that day. But that being said, guys, we're going to wrap this up because, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens at the Elimination Chamber. Also, that I don't know if you guys heard on Raw, but it was historic. Both Elimination Chambers are historical. The historical factors. One is just historical for the women, and one's historical for 7 goddamn men in the same Elimination Chamber match. By the way, speaking of that stupid shit, how the fuck does that even work? 3 men gonna start in a fucking match? That's so stupid. But whatever. That completely eliminates the Elimination Chamber. It's not War Games. But whatever. That being said, we're gonna have to go ahead and log off now because
later.
Bye.
Okay, cool. I love you guys.